Virgo, hello, hi. I am Ms. Mix's Messages, and I'm here to mix for you some messages. Subject to change, yeah, or change, yeah, for entertainment purposes. Okay. So for shorter, sweeter, and to the point, there is no point. That'll be over on the TikTok. The link is somewhere. Otherwise, if you're here now, welcome. Or if you're coming from there also, welcome. Hello, hi, how are you? We're going to see the answer to that question. So we've got double the amount of cards. So this is going to take double to triple the amount of time. Okay. What else do I got to say? Okay. It is now sunset, light outside. We've got some false lights coming and streaming on in. Okay. There's something, message for yourself and the beginning of the zodiac into Aries, okay? Because we are doing these in that order, starting at the end towards the beginning, okay? So there is an attitude right now with you 6 of screw, like middle fingers up, screw the sunlight and let out. Let out your howl and your owl. So the wisdom of the owl and the howling of the wolf towards the moon, okay? And to bloom and gloom under the light, the more subtle, softer light of the moon, okay? So let's get into it. For Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Okay. This is a timeless, love oriented reading. Okay. For Virgo placements. So speaking of the light of the moon. There is your being manipulative and wanting to manipulate situations to be how you want them to be rather than the acceptance and accepting of the way that it is that they are. And I'm definitely experiencing that right here, right now with you. To the point of like, you're kind of taking away other people's free will to experience their own experience, whether that's their thoughts, like you're taking the words out of people's mouth, or like depriving other people of their genuine like experience of things. Which I had seen a reader, okay, say or speak about being psychic, okay? And how more obviously the psychic signs would be the water signs, right? But if water signs see up to here, Virgo sees like 19 steps ahead, okay, in terms of being psychic. So there's certainly like a penance or a penance for patience with you, Virgo. Having to have patience. Because let's say you're like 19 steps ahead and other people are maybe like 9 or 8, okay, if there's more psychic or intuitive or foresight seeing. It's Virgo and Earth sign. Maybe you don't believe in being psychic, but you believe in like seeing ahead, okay? Most people would be around 3 or 4, or not even there, okay? And this is why you can be a little bit controlling. You're known to be quite nitpicky or controlling. It's because you're way ahead and it's just waiting for everyone to catch up, and you just want to help them to get where you are, but to recognize they might not want to be where you are. And then there's that feeling of manipulating yourself to have them to want to be where you are. And that's not love, that's control. Let people be where they are. You be where you are, on the outside, looking in, judging everyone. Or be in on it and participate and let go and enjoy. We got 2 cards here, which is unusual, but it's going to be accepted, okay? Let's look at our past life. The Lover's Path Tarot, taking the path of the lovers, okay? You may have 2 lovers, or it isn't conflicting paths, okay? It's crossing paths with a couple lovers. Or your lovers might be crossing paths. Eee! Awkward. 3's a crowd, or is it? Or is it? Strong emphasis here on the chalices, on the emotions, on the feelings, okay? On the flip side, energy, Pisces. Opposite of Virgo is Pisces. It's that kind of anything goes energy, okay? The chalice representing, yeah, emotions. So, to be psychic, okay? Psychic, okay? There's also a certain amount of, like, drunkenness. So it could be spiritual drunkenness. It could be physical, like, drunkenness, or just being, like, sickness, okay? Feeling sick or being sick. Literally, or you might just be sick of a certain something or situation in your life, or person, place, thing. You're sick of it. You've had enough. Enough's enough. What else here? For my Virgo placements, just like with Libra, there's like a replacing things, okay? So like replacing, let's say a simple like health thing. Replacing your white bread for your more whole grain bread. Replacing your, I don't know, your white wine for your red wine. You know, making these little replacements, adjustments in health, okay? That could be physical health, or it could extend to like mental health, emotional health, making tiny adjustments, replacements. And like I've been telling each sign, okay, something that has occurred is the shift from the planet Pluto. It was in Capricorn, which is about change, things staying the same, into change, or Aquarius, so changing, okay? So you or people around you have always had white bread up until this point, okay? And now there's this shift of making the change, but there could be resistance, or there could be an ease to it. Let it be, okay? What else have we got here? One more deck. Yeah. So Virgo, your energy is represented in tarot through the Hermit card, which Hermit is withdrawn. It's in the background, okay? Your we've got recognition on the bottom of the deck. Okay, recognition, recognition, remembering, okay, cognitive, okay, cognitive development. So there's this erotic eros, okay, is on display, okay? Rather than being kind of covering up or hiding or withdrawing your sensuality or your sexuality, okay? Your sexual expression, your love, okay? You're putting it all out there. It's on display, okay? And not just on display, like double time, okay? With the 2 cards here. So we're going to pull these more into the focus. And we've got receptive, okay? So although you know it all already, to be receptive to what other people, including me, hi, hello, how are you, have to say, okay? So be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. Not what you have planned for you, but what fate has planned for you. So when things don't work out the way that you want, it's because Like, and sometimes a lot of things have to happen, Virgo, for you to, like, admit your own humility, okay? And that there is, you know, a plan that is not yours, okay? Because you are the planner, you are the controller, you are the one that keeps things in order, the organizer, okay? So to be ready to receive what fate has planned for you. To be receptive. It's like being on the phone there with God or with your guidance, your guides. Through being receptive, you're going to recognize, you're going to remember the cognition, okay? The ignition, okay? Cognitively, okay? To proceed, okay? Now, what's on display? These two individuals, I did say, that might be crossing paths or crossing over, okay? I'm seeing like a rope or a braid. A braid of unafraid. They could also be the same individual, okay? Oh my. So crossing over, again, as mentioned, what was behind closed doors, 11:11 on the clock there, coming into the light, okay? Double time, okay? And that's possibly why it has been kept behind closed doors or in the shade. Afraid, okay? So we've got the fire of desire here. This is a third eye energy, crown chakra energy. It's Aries and it's Earth. We've got a little dragon here, okay? So I heard this neat story recently about dragons and snakes, and that apparently, maybe possibly, once upon a time, snakes were actually dragons. And when the dragon tempted Eve with the apple in the Garden of Eden, and God got mad and removed the wings from the snake, and it was and the legs, you know, and the snake was then bound to slither on its belly. So I'm going to tell you, there is not a snake in your midst. There's a dragon. We have here number 19, could be an age, could also be just a number, could be a date, okay? The 19th, we've got heart here, anahata. We've got the moon, so the moon connects with the heart chakra energy, okay? It's also full moon in Libra right now. Libra is a sign of relationships, okay? Mirroring, okay? People being mirrors of one another. Yeah, we've got the moon here, and we've also got Gemini energy. Okay, so Gemini represents the lovers and communication. So communicating. There's a variety of different ways to communicate, and I don't just mean text message or voice memo or email or phone call or FaceTime or videos or social media, although those are all different ways to communicate. Okay, this is intimate communication as well, through physical touch, okay, through moaning and groaning and rumbling and tumbling, okay, through kisses and caresses, and through your taste buds, okay, and senses of smell, okay, telepathy on that level, okay, feelings, okay, feeling people out, feeling situations out. We have a male and a female, okay, the male looks to be coming towards the female, and the female looks to be really embracing that male, okay. There's a wall here or a balcony in the full moon, okay. We see them really passionately embracing each other. We also see some kind of thorny looking bushes, okay, or trees, okay, beneath. So almost, I get this impression or feeling of like holding on for dear life to this love, okay. So again, as mentioned in the beginning, this could be two individuals, okay, or it could be the same individual, all right. Whatever your story is. So now let's look at the tarot. So starting out here with our enchanted love in the past. In reverse, we have seduction, the devil. Okay. So seduction is not love. Seduction is seduction, and love is love, and these are two different things. So in the past, this can be flipped upside down or not. There was seduction or seducing or refusal to seduce or being seduced or refusing to seduce, something like this. Now, Virgo placements in general, Virgo is the virgin, although you do have that Pisces other side of you, which would seduce, which would be a seductress. But that Virgo energy, okay, would not, because it is too Puritan in nature, okay? Seduction is a yucky thing to do. It's a no-no, okay? So we see that in reverse, and this is Virgo reading, and you may or may not be in your shadow flippy floppy energy, like the fish there, okay? Or if we're not looking directly at the Pisces, you can think of the siren that seduces, okay, with its words, with its voice, with its promises, with its energy, with its alluring sexuality, okay? So, and the intelligence of an individual not to go towards someone who is a siren or who is seducing, because generally, as the folklore says it, the siren is seducing sailors to their demise, to their death, to the ratchet, rickety, rockety rocks, okay? So, if there was advice or counsel or whatever, it would be don't seduce. Don't be seduced, and don't seduce yourself, because it leads to destruction, okay, and to demise, and to degradation and destruction, and just don't. This is the devil also in Tarot. So the decision not to be seduced, and not, on the contrary of that, not to seduce, is a good one. With the devil in the past there, okay? To have that resistance and to persist is a strength, okay? And there's a lot of seductions and temptations in this world. And it can be, you know, counterfeit or counterintuitive in a way for your card here to be receptive, to receive, when a lot of what's to be received out there is evil, you could say. And evil, going to that story of Eve, okay, being seduced by the dragon to try the fruit, right? And that consequence of losing, you know, his wings, slithering on his belly, and having a really bad reputation after that. Recent past here, we've got Two of Shells, romance. Looks like there's romance blooming, okay, an exchanging of cups, okay. Could also be like just like the romanticizing of an idea, of a business endeavor, okay. Or, you know, an idea for a project that you might have. You're cheersing, clinking of glasses, okay. The Two of Shells, okay. And in a way, like this is an area of caution for you, okay? Because you're like, is this seduction? Am I being seduced, or is this love? You know? Because of the past, further in the past seduction, there's a little bit of hesitancy with regards to romance and love because of certain amounts of destruction associated with seduction, okay? In the present moment, we have the Three of Gems, work, okay? Something to do with work, collaboration, okay? 1 + 2 = 3, okay? A masculine and a feminine and a child, okay? Putting in the work in a relationship. Also, the husband, the wife, and God, okay? The number 3, it's the triangle is the strongest structure there. In the near future, we've got the Queen of Wings. This is a Gemini energy, it's Libra energy, and it's Aquarius, the analysis. We've got the butterfly there being a social butterfly, okay? This is an intellectual. This is someone who communicates very well. This is an individual who also can be or may have a reputation for being cold or cutthroat, okay? Because they yield that sword of truth, okay? Someone who analyzes. Could be someone outside of you, and every aspect of every dynamic exists within the self. And this is a big happenstance thing that's happening and that's integrating into the heart through the full moon in Libra right now, is that everyone is a mirror of you, okay? Is a reflection of you. In the further future, we've got the King of Wings in reverse. So this is a divine pair, a Queen of Wings and a King of Wings here in the future. So in terms of reverse, it could be the Queen of Wings is, it could be two feminines, okay? Or two individuals in their femininity. And why would a masculine energy, a King of Wings, be reverting into his feminine energy? Okay? Again, to repeat, the wings there is air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I sense that this this masculine energy possibly did not feel safe with a certain woman or feminine in his life. Feminine energy presenting that acted very alpha or very masculine. And so it is in his nature to revert to being feminine and to allow that presenting feminine to be the boss or to take on his role in a way. And that's where he feels safe and comfortable, but not really, because that isn't in his nature. So there's a lot of resistance towards this this male to step into that masculine energy because of how that might repercuss towards this alpha boss. I'm the man of the house, but she's the woman of the house. But, you know, it's very confusing for this man and for him to move into an energy while she won't get out of that energy. And I believe that's in the past. Okay. So presently, yeah, there's this masculine man that's kind of hiding behind this woman. That's okay, you know. He feels safe behind her. Or does he feel diminished? Okay. Let's see. What else do we have? I'm hearing I'm not ready to come out yet. Is that out of the closet? Come out of the closet in terms of this is what can happen when someone is pushed into their feminine energy, may convince themselves that they're in the closet or that they're gay or that they're feminine, or other people might be thinking that they're gay or feminine, or that man might find restitution or solitude in other men and might begin to romanticize it because his experience with women is one that is so degrading of him to be into this femininity that he's questioning. So I'm hearing I'm not ready to come out yet. Could just be come out of his shell, right? Or like the butterfly, because we see butterflies here. Okay. To come out of the cocoon, being cocooned by this Queen of Wings. I'm feeling very, very emotional. So this Queen of Wings, to create that safe space for this King of Wings to come out of that cocoon and to bloom. Right? To bloom beside her and not to be in that gloom of that being alone. And it's that, yeah, that attachment, the fear to that seduction, being seduced. Is it going to be the same? Are you going to be like them, like her? Okay. So, and I'm hearing come out wherever you are, the game of hide and seek, right? So in the past, we've got the Chariot, okay, initially in reverse. So there was a relationship that was unequally yoked, okay? It was not compatible. After that, we've got the Tower. So this incompatibility led to a destructive ending, which, as was mentioned, there was a seduction and then a destruction. The Tower, okay? Having a rude awakening with regards to a relationship that was not equal. It was not equally yoked, okay? So yoked, two oxen and a yoke that holds the two oxen in that relationship together. And they're going on their path, but one is pulling more weight than the other, and this is imbalance. It's unequally yoked. And that rude awakening that this is not healthy. And this is written, too, to not be in a relationship with someone that is unequally yoked, okay? In the present moment here, we've got the Ace of Wands, which is great. So the Ace of Wands is passion, it's fire. It's when you light a match, or like the fire that goes on, okay? In the dark, it is being turned on, okay? In the near future, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So we have the Three of Pentacles or Three of Earth twice. Look at this card. That's love. This gives me parental, like PG, like parental guidance. This is being guided by each their parents, their lineages of parents, but also being guided by their own being parents, right? To be parents. Parenting, parented. I'm hearing The Parent Trap. That's a movie. After that, we've got the Three of Swords in reverse. So again, that King of Wings like isn't certain if he should come out yet of his shell, okay? Of the cocoon. holding on to that heartbreak, okay, from the past, okay? And like when we think about a pendulum swinging in both directions, so as far as we go back into the past, we go just as far into the future as it's swinging towards the present moment. So that heartbreak, that uncertainty, that's what we have with sexuality. So definitely sexual seduction, and in terms of like being romanticized and romanticizing, okay? Let's look at the heart, what's going on in the heart, okay? In the past, we've got King of Cups. This feels like someone new, because with these cards here, this is more romanticizing or mental energy with sexuality, sexual energy, okay? But the heart is neither one of those things. So we've got romance and we've got down in the pants, okay? But this is the heart. It's the bridge. It's in the middle. So we've got King of Cups. So this is an emotionally mature person. This is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This is someone completely different. This is someone who lives by their heart, from their heart, for their heart, in their heart, okay? Is centered in their heart, okay? Goes with the beat of their heart beat, okay? After that, in the near past, we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. This is double time Piscean energy, okay? So Hanged Man is someone or a situation that has not yet been decided. With it appearing in reverse, it means that it has been decided. So again, that pendulum energy, the Hanged Man, of going back and forth before making the decision. So in the recent past, a decision was made and it turned you on, okay? The decision was made because it had to be made. I said to Libra, you have to make the decision or the decision's going to be made for you. So the decision was made for you. It was a rude awakening. It was a spiritual awakening. It was Zeus or whoever you believe in, like shooting their friggin' lightning thunderbolt and then zip zap, okay? The entire structure of that relationship crumbling, okay? And you had to, that decision was made for you, okay? Moving forward. In the present moment here, we've got the Six of Swords, okay? So the Six of Swords is moving up and out of the clouds, but it looks like you're moving like down into the clouds, or like, I'm feeling this like wishy-washy, playful kind of energy with that being turned on. So that might be a part of what turns you on, okay? Or what might arouse you is that uncertainty or that wishy-washiness of both the realities could exist. Because that Hanged Man here and that double Pisces energy is what's up is down and what's down is up, okay? Something like that, okay? Heaven is hell and hell is heaven, okay? Potato, it's the same. And this is really being like, hi, how are ya, with our Libra full moon. So going into the clouds of doubt, okay, can be a form of liberation rather than the clouds themselves being what needs to be liberated from, okay, in the present moment. And there, that turns you on. There's a turn on about the discrepancies, okay? Going to the near future with this parental guidance, PG card. PG, no, it's PG, not quite PG-13. We've got 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so almost PG-13. We've got the 9 of Wands in reverse. So a defensiveness around parental guidance, being parents, being guides as parentals, okay? A certain amount of defensiveness is being, like you're letting your defenses down, okay? Now defenses aren't bad, good. Again, here we're going in that wishy-washiness, back and forth, okay? So the 9 of Wands, offense, to play in a game, okay? Playing offense or defense. Defense is, like, the word fence is in both of these words, offense and defense. And the fence is a boundary, right? So boundaries are good. They keep things safe and secure. So with this individual, this parental guidance, you're feeling guided with regards to taking down your fences, like personal fences, okay? While being safe and secure within those offense and defense of this game that you're playing. And it's not about like playing games in that regard. It's Think about like games, like a board game of Monopoly because you're bored, okay? Like, and you have a games closet, let's say, and there's Uno in there, and I don't know, like Hungry Hippos, and there's cards, and there's cribbage, and all kinds of different games that you can play, and that you're playing offense and defense. If offense is yang energy, and defense, let's say, is yin energy, or more receptive energy, masculine and energy, going back and forth, playing defense and offense, okay? Playing with each other, okay? Enjoying each other's company. And I'm hearing you are the company that you keep, okay? So to be aware of your surroundings and the company that you're keeping. And company with regards to business endeavors as well. Further in the past, we've got power, okay? So this is Emperor energy. This is Aries energy. This is Aries season, okay? This is right now happening, okay? The execution, okay? And finding, again, someone equally yoked, okay? To rule your kingdom with, okay? So with regards to the chakras, we all have a crown chakra, right? It would sit atop of your head. So masculine or feminine, you are royalty of your own sovereign state of being, okay? So to find someone equally yoked to rule, not over each other, but beside each other, right? Recent past, we've got Two of Coins, okay? Might have a decision to make, okay? Listening to the heart or listening to the truth. Because the heart can be deceiving, right? But at the same time, to speak the truth requires that you listen to and open your heart to access the lungs. So having to choose or decide between truth or emotion, and or balancing the truth within emotion and emotion within truth with that wishy-washiness. In the present moment, we've got the Ace of Arrows, which this is normally the sword of truth, okay? But in this case, it's the arrow of truth. The truth being that there is no truth, or that there is many truths, or that the only truth is that there is no truth. And that the truth actually exists in those little pieces of silence in between each pause when people speak. Not connecting the dots, not drawing your own conclusions, not reading between the lines. It's just the silence. That's the truth. Going towards the near future, we've got Prince of Staves, okay? This is going to be a very pleasant and pleasurable situation, union, relationship, where, like, I want to say you're always turned on, you're always lit, you're always excited to see this person, okay? Now, always is a strong word. It would oppose never, okay? Oh, we're missing a card here. Of the further out future, we've got the Five of Wands, fighting yourself for this relation. This is a Medusa-looking card. The story of Medusa is that those snakes, if you looked at Medusa, those snakes would turn you, that individual, into stone, okay? You would become rock hard, okay? You would become a statue for just looking at the goddess. That's what happened. That's who she became, okay? With those snakes here, connecting with the fire of desire in the beginning of seduction. To not be seduced to look, because there's consequence. And beneath that, you got Three of Staves, okay? So if Two of Staves is looking, oh, it can do no harm to look, right? So the Three of Staves is walking through the door and taking action in that looking, okay? Which that can be harmful, and on the contrary, that can be very liberating as well. So we've got some air sign energy in their shell or in their cocoon, okay? Eventually to bloom, and I do believe, not entirely certain, and this Nine of Wands here is also representing that defensiveness of staying in the cocoon, okay? So that blooming energy, if that caterpillar does not get out of that cocoon and they just stay in there, mush, they no longer, like, what happens to them? They're just going to stay mush forever? They die? They die either way, right? They either die by mush or they die and become butterfly. And what happens to the mush if it doesn't become butterfly in, like, physical, tangible reality? I would probably maybe guarantee it. It's still going to become a butterfly, only, like, more spiritual kind of a butterfly. And both routes and ways are beautiful. So if the cocoon is that that door that is being looked through, okay, on the other side, what's on the other side of the cocoon? This 3 of staves would be busting through the cocoon and becoming that butterfly. In what regard? Is it spiritually or is it physically? You would get to decide. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is what I have for you. Again, for the shorter, sweeter, to the point, there is no point. It's over on the TikTok, okay? This, I don't have any solutions or any advice. This is just a karma yoga. It is a selfless service that I provide. If you feel you would like to donate to the channel, a gratuity, an extension of gratitude, it would be appreciated. But gratitude, really, it's the great attitude of gratitude is what it is. And I am grateful to be able to be a bridge, you could say, to deliver these messages to you. And hopefully, without the solution or advice, it is simply helpful to be acknowledged and to acknowledge these certain things in the timeless timeline of one's life, okay? Past, present, future, all occurring here now in the present moment. So this is what I've got for you, Virgo placements. Until next time, bye-bye.